Alright folks, I'm Tammy Ray from Bid It at Auction, coming to you today from small town USA, Portland. Now this is a kissing town to Cashton as they share the same zip code. So today we're going to be joining Michelle. Let's get on our way. Alright, here we're coming up onto Nash Road. Covered in snow today. We have For the Love of Vintage, also covered in snow, but there is a beautiful sign right there. I'll get a good shot of that. So For the Love of Vintage, Michelle Brown here in Portland, Wisconsin, small town USA. And we're going to enter into this driveway, and I'm going to stop now, filming and driving, and go in and introduce myself to Michelle. Alrighty, I see the open sign. Here we go. Antiques. Beautiful place we got here. Well, hello, Michelle. How are you doing?
Hi, Tammy Ray.
It's so good to see you.
You too.
Thank you for inviting us into your beautiful place For the Love of Vintage. And I'm just
Welcome.
gonna take a quick little scan with my camera. Wow, this place is jam-packed with all the treasures you could ever imagine. We're going to sit down and have a little interview with Michelle, but I'm just going to do just a really quick little, like, you have no idea, this stuff is packed beyond packed. There's so many trinkets and treasures. You have to come and see this for yourself. All right, let's go meet Michelle. All right, so we're here with Michelle, and we just took a tour of her amazing store. So, Michelle, tell me, how long have you been hidden out here in the tiny little town of Portland?
We built this building October of 2019, and we were up and open by December 2019. I opened the 1st of December. My passion is I love old things. And I credit it to my grandmother, who I stayed with when I was 11 years old. Never knew why I liked old stuff. But my passion is Old Christmas. That just is my favorite. It's not for everybody, but there's a lot of me out there that are looking for Old Christmas.
Awesome. So we took a tour. There is a lot of items. Where do you possibly source all this? Have you been collecting all your life?
I've loved pretty glass since I was married, which is coming up to 50 years.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah. So I frequent, if you're going to name your store For the Love of Vintage LLC, you got to have the old stuff. So I have gone to many estate sales, and I like to dig and find those treasures and then share them with people. And my passion is just listening to people come into my store and sharing the memories they have as a child when grandma had this and that. That's really what it's all about, sharing with other people with that passion.
Awesome. And there's so much to share here. All right, Michelle. So we've heard about your passion, and it's this little Christmas corner. So my question is, when you were 8 years old, can you go back to being 8 years old? What did you think you would want to do when you grew up?
Be a nun.
Wow.
Which isn't surprising because Christmas is all about Christ.
Absolutely.
And I enjoy all the nativities, and I enjoy the old ornaments, and with that you just don't go and you do your research and you find out the stories and the history of the items, and I like doing that.
Awesome. So this is Michelle's little Christmas corner here. There is literally thousands of items packed into about this 8 by 10 little spot in her shop. And this is just one of the many little corners that she has packed with items. So Michelle, here we are in like the glassware kitchen household department. Now the glassware really lost some momentum there for a while, but it has been coming back in the last recent months. So tell me a little bit about the oddest item that you have ever sold.
I never know when a person comes through that door what their favorite thing is. And I seen this woman, she was all dolled up, looked immaculate. She looked down underneath the shelf and she came out with a rusty, that was hidden, a rusty silverware tray. And she came with that and we negotiated a price. She left so happy. You never know what you might find here.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle, so much for the great tour of your shop. And we look forward to March 22nd having our pickup here. Is that the date? March 22nd? Third, where our auction ends. And we'll be having our pickup here in Portland, Wisconsin at Michelle's shop. Now, the bid it at auction will be outside with the items that you've bid on, and you'll have the opportunity that day when Michelle is not typically open to come in and do some shopping. So we look forward to that. Thank you so much. And you can find the exact address on the Bid It at Auction website on the auction platform. All right.
Thank